Hey everyone, Emily here from Travel and Ledger, adding more vacations to the books. And in this video, we're going to be talking about what everyone wants to know about, and that is my top 5 tips for monetization. Here's what I do to make money, and I think this is great for all beginner bloggers. Make money! Tip number 5 is going to be doing affiliates. Everybody knows that you can partner with a brand. Everybody's getting those DMs, especially as a beginner blogger, because they're scams. They are scams, guys. Trust me, they are scams. Luckily, I saw some videos about people who got scammed, so I knew what to look out for. Usually what they're gonna do is DM you, and they're gonna say, or they're gonna comment and say, look in your DMs. And then they're gonna be like, oh, here's a discount code for 50% off your merchandise, or here's some free merchandise, but all you have to pay for is shipping. But it's coming from like China or overseas, and all you have to do is enter your credit card information, or if you want faster service, put in your banking number and your banking routing number here. Guys, they're trying to hack your bank account, and what's going to happen is they're going to charge you $10 for shipping, and then they're going to charge you $100, $1,000, $2,000. They're just going to wipe your account, because once they have access to your digits and that first initial small payment goes through, they wipe your account. It's the worst. I have been lucky and haven't had it happen to me. I almost did though, and I almost hit send. Then I was like, wait a minute, I remember that video. And then I started looking more into it, and I looked on their website, and this brand was a bikini brand, and they were all about their, athleisure and bikinis and vacation apparel. And I was kind of excited because I was like, oh, this company looks cool, because on Instagram they had a lot of followers. But I didn't start looking into their website until after I almost hit click like an idiot, beginner blogger stuff. I start looking into their webpage, and their teaser video is literally a Victoria's Secrets ad from like 10 years ago. I was like, Tyra Banks is not repping your company. Like, if Tyra Banks was repping your company, she would be on your website or on your Instagram, and she's not. Like, you have 10,000 followers on Instagram, but like, you have no credibility anywhere else on the internet. So just make sure you really do your research, and it's fine to partner with brands. There are a lot of really good brands, and you can get some really good deals, as everybody knows. You get like an affiliate link, and then you get a percentage of those sales. But I want to tell you a different way than just taking that leap and partnering with some random brand that you don't know. There's some that are super easy to sign up for. They don't have like a minimum following or any of that stuff. You just basically have to have your blog set up, and honestly, that's about it, and have a couple handles. And you have to be having some sort of traffic to your blog, which if you're doing Pinterest and all these other things, you should have some sort of traffic to your blog. So that is ClickBank. And they just give you a code, and again, you get a percentage every time somebody clicks, and Amazon affiliates. The nice thing about Amazon affiliates is if you lead them to Amazon, you get a percentage of whatever purchase they make across Amazon. So if they already have stuff in their bag and everything, you get a percentage of the sale because you reminded them to go back to Amazon. Just be careful with these, because like anything else, you're gonna have to reapply every so often. The way that these affiliate ships work is you have to make a minimum. A lot of times it's like at least $100 before you can get paid. But the catch of it is, if you make like $99.9, that's not technically $100. So when your period is over and you haven't made that minimum sale to stay in their program, they'll kick you out the program, and you won't see that $99. Make sure you read the fine print. And this is one of those things, it's not really worth pushing unless you're really going to do it. Don't focus on like 100. If you're gonna focus on like one product, and you're really gonna push that product and try to get to that $100 payout mark, then you're gonna be able to make money on it. But if it's one of those things that you just have it scattered across your site, you're not gonna make any money at it. 2 other ones that I really like are impact.com and skimlinks.com. Skimlinks, you just plug it into your actual website. It's just coding. So whenever somebody clicks off your site, you're going to get a percentage of whatever site that they go to that's involved with their program. And with Impact, you are going to be able to apply with specific brands that you like. For example, right now I'm with Vegas.com. So whenever you use my link to go to Vegas.com, I get a percentage of that sale. But also it's Vegas.com. Everybody should be using Vegas.com. So I only partner with things that I really believe in because that's where I get all of my discounted tickets and all that stuff when I'm in Vegas itself. So I'm like, this is what I use. I can get paid to tell other people what I use. So I'm already talking about them anyway because I use Vegas.com all the time. So see how it's a natural partnership versus like, hey guys, buy this bed frame. It's on sale for $350 and I get a huge chunk of that change when you purchase there. I'm in budget travel, so who's buying bed frames? Like, number 4 is something that I've personally slept on my first year blogging, but I'm hoping to go into it my second year blogging, and that's medium.com. The more people that read your articles and the more people that you bring to their platform, you actually get paid per post. So this is a great alternative, especially when you're first starting out, because they also have their own traffic. So if you're posting on medium.com, they're also going to lead them to your site when they click off and go to your site. So you can kind of use them for their traffic while also getting paid for it. Tip number 3 for monetization is going into Fiverr and Upstart. And here's what you're going to do, guys. You can either write articles for other people that are looking to have things written for them, so you get paid for that. Or what I like to do is make your own commercials. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to place your own advertisement. Instead of doing AdSense or one of these kind of things, you're going to actually make your own commercials. Ideal spots are at the top of your page, within the middle of your page when you're actually scrolling through. I would advertise that you'll have a banner at the top of a post or within the post, and you can charge for that and see if people click. You never know, once you start getting momentum and other people see their ads on your page. It could be an evergreen post, it could be 30 days. I wouldn't do anything less than 30 days, especially when you're first starting out, because people aren't going to invest much money for just like a day or just a week when you don't have a lot of analytics to show that your worth and authority. But you already have the money that you put on for each blog post that you make. Just a little side note to this too, once you do get to the point of AdSense and Mediavine and all these things, it all comes down to how much traffic you're getting, because the more traffic you get, the higher you're going to get paid for it. If you go on with AdSense and Mediavine, when you just first start making a blog and everything, you're not going to have enough traffic. They have a minimum. So if you don't hit that minimum sales or minimum clicks, whatever, they're going to kick you out of their program, and then you lose all the money that you raised. So just be smart about it and don't do AdSense and Mediavine until you're farther down the line and you can guarantee this much traffic to your page or to your site, like all the time. That's just my opinion. It's up to you what you want to do. Start whenever you want, but that's just what I've learned personally over the past year blogging. I've been kicked off these things at least like 3 or 4 times. So just putting that out there. These are great platforms for you to get in and connected with people that are looking for people like you. And people here are more legit, that are looking for small accounts, because they're not just sliding in your DMs and talking some bull. They're actually looking for specific things. My next piece of advice is something that nobody thinks about, and I don't know why nobody thinks about it, but use your connections that you already have. For example, I have Tailwind, and within Tailwind, if I refer a friend, I get $15 or something like that. On the post that I talk about Tailwind, I'll put my referral link, even though it's not like an affiliate ship, it's a referral link, but I'm still getting something from it just by telling somebody, this is what I use, maybe you'll like it. I think most apps are like that out there that everybody uses. So anything that has a paid subscription service, I believe that most of these things will give you a referral link so that you can get a credit towards your own account. It's kind of like they want you to buy the subscription. So if they give you an incentive to start the subscription by referring your friend and getting money, these things just like roll down the line. I know I do this a lot with Robinhood and Cash App, because those are 2 platforms that I use. Venmo's like that too. Anything that has money involved in their platform, they're gonna probably have a referral link option. I just wanna warn you, just don't be spammy with it. Don't like give your referral link to everybody that friends you on Instagram or something. No, it's just like people that are looking for that content. Why not make the money off that content when they're already looking for that kind of content? Like, I'm not gonna be spamming people with my Robinhood if I'm not talking to them about trading. Like, that doesn't make any sense. And that's also how you get flagged on a platform, because they'll block you and it just turns into a mess. So only sprinkle it in here and there, but it's definitely a way that you can benefit from giving away your free information while you're first starting out. Next thing I want to do is talk about products. And everybody thinks like, oh, I need to make this thing and put it on Etsy and all this sort of stuff. No, guys, now we're in a digital age. There's digital products. You can make all sorts of digital products. There's stickers, there's filters, there's lists. You could even do online journals and somebody can print it off. You could sell it for like 99 cents or something if you want to. Fancy stationery, all sorts of stuff. And the best thing about it is you can do a lot of this stuff just inside Canva, and they make it really easy because they already have the templates, and then you can just adjust it and make it your own and you can sell it. Don't use the exact template that they have, but you can tweak it, make it your own, and put your logo on there and you're good to go. There's also print on demand that's available where you don't have to have a warehouse filled with merchandise anymore. Those days are long gone. Places like KDP where you can just put in content and they will print it for you. If you've ever wanted to write a book, you can do it on Amazon easily. They become your publisher, they become your printer. Check it out. You can do this with journals. I'm doing this right now with my journals. You could check those out on Amazon to give you an idea of what is out there. I found some great tips from Ryan Hogue. I'll leave his thing here. He basically walks you step by step how to do it. He is much better explaining it than I am. But I just wanted to put it out there that there's these things that you don't have to invest a lot of time and money. You just have to put the creative process in and then market it basically across your platforms. And it's something that you could make a good chunk of change in a short amount of time if you do it the right way. And my last tip that I think that everybody is sleeping on is the donation button. There's been so many times where people have given me valuable information and I'm like, oh, I want to go buy their product, but they're a small account, so they don't have any products out. So I'm like, okay, how can I support them? I want to like send them some money somehow, like even if it's $1 or like buy them a coffee or something. So if you have a donation button, this is a great way for your audience that you're helping to help you back. Like I have it on my page just to buy me a coffee because I go to Starbucks all the time. Let's be real, that's a big amount of my bills because their coffee's expensive, but I love it. And that's what I drink every morning to get me going and making videos and writing because I need my caffeine. So I'm transparent about it and I'm like, hey, if you want to buy me a coffee, that's the way you could help me the most. Buy me a coffee, I'll accept that as a donation. So whatever works for you, it's worth it to have it on there because you never know. There's somebody that I use their music and for the longest time I wanted to repay them somehow, but I couldn't even buy a record or buy their tracks. And now finally they're on SoundCloud and things, so I'm able to help them out. But for the longest time I was like, dude, I'm using your music like everywhere, so how can I help you out? And I even reached out to him like, can you make a CD for me specifically? He's like, no, I just do this as a hobby. Anyways, have a donation button because you never know. People are always looking to help you out because you're helping them out. And just leave it as an option because don't you want to help your friends out? So it's a similar thing, especially when you're giving away free information and stuff on the internet. I don't want to charge like $500 for a class. I'm just not that person. I'm not trying to be a coach. If that's your thing, that's great. But I do budget travel, dude. I'm not trying to get you to pay more. Like that's like against my whole thing. Like don't be afraid to ask for it. Ask for things and you never know what you're gonna get. The more comments I get down below about things you wanna learn about from my first year, and again, I'm being completely transparent about stuff that I've done and what I still do and things that I plan to do for my next year. I'm gonna keep this series going and try and answer as much as I can, and I hope that this helped you in your travel blogging journey. Let's add another vacation to the books, guys.